So yeah, five matches in, not a single goal for Harry Kane. Some criticisms going around, and even against Chelsea, I did not see much here. He made that one good pass to Heung-min Song, who was probably offside as well at the start of the game. Um, and again, Chelsea are just very good. Again, nothing to like. You're obviously playing against a tough team, but my issue is that I don't think it is Harry Kane's fault. First off, he's just coming off of like a very weird summer with the whole transfer thing going
A
around.
long season and a long season, Euros and the a very awkward summer. All of
Exactly.
that together.
And if you say he's in bad form, I don't think that is true either because he's scoring for the international team. I
Yeah.
think he's scored in like 5 or 6 consecutive games in the World Cup qualifiers at this point. So his goal scoring for him personally has not dried out. Clearly, the problem is him in this Tottenham Hotspur team. And I think the problem is that Nuno's system just does not cater to Harry Kane right now. And he needs to fix that. What do you
It's
think about him?
surprising. It's really surprising when a coach like comes in and disrupts the performance of the only star player or the most coveted star player in your side, right? You would think he would probably try to build the team again around him or have things be as it is, at least with your striker who's going to definitely bang goals now that he's still with you for one more season or at least half the season. So you would want to keep that intact, but Nuno has gone and changed that for the worse, maybe. No, not for the better because we don't see goals out.
And not just goals even. I mean, like you mentioned, he did not even have a single shot on target last game. I don't
Inside
think
the
he
box.
had, yeah, I don't think he had any this game either. I'll be
He
really,
had a shot from outside the box, but not inside the box.
yeah,
He
I
had a
mean,
shot from outside the box that was saved. But
and
yeah,
and that's the thing, right, where you want him to be in those positions where he's farther in, when he's receiving these crosses more and more. With Nuno's system, he's turning into a playmaker, and I get he did a lot of that last season as well. But he was still running in forward. He was still contributing goals wise as well. So far, whenever I've seen Spurs play, Kane has been a lot deeper. It's almost like he's playing as a number 10 with Son and Moura or Dele Alli playing as a two-man forward line, which makes sense if you're playing a counter-attacking system because those are the players with pace in your team. But I mean, Harry Kane, you have a Harry Kane in your team. Why is he not in the box? Why is he not the last person before the ball is directed towards the goal? I don't get that, and I personally don't think it's Harry Kane's fault that he's struggling for form. The problem is this just doesn't look good for him in the long run because I mean he's already stuck with a long-term contract with Spurs, and if he underperforms this season, is a big club, is Manchester City going to come back next season with even a 120 million pound bid if he's going to keep performing at this level, right? So it kind of just doesn't look good for him on both sides, and unfortunately, it probably really isn't even his fault.
it's the weight of expectations versus not clicking at the right time. So all of it coming together, not so good for Harry Kane, good for other teams, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, whole Chelsea versus Spurs was touted as being Kane versus Lukaku. First off, I didn't even understand the logic, dude. You're talking about a striker who's come in and hit the ground running versus a striker who had a whole transfer saga issue, is struggling to even bed into the team, let alone contribute goals. Why is that a competition? Like, why is that your comparison?
Because those are the big names, right? Those are the 100 million signings, technically. Or
Yeah. Oh yeah, we should also talk about Jimmy Greaves passing. I don't know
yeah,
personally a lot about him, but he played for both Chelsea and City. I think
and
his Chelsea record was 130 odd goals across 4 seasons, which is fabulous when you think about that. It's like what, 30 plus goals a season, and then he's Tottenham's all-time top goal scorer. And it is very funny that it's not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he died, so I don't know how to really address that. But it's it's almost somber in a way that on to commemorate this day, none of the strikers scored a goal. In fact, goals came from centre backs and defensive midfielders in this game. Although Rudiger had pretty much a strike. I mean, he completely missed, like, he completely mishit his shot, but at least it was
But
more of
still
like a
went in.
striker's goal. Yeah.